Guys, this is going to be a little bit of a longer one. I'm in Beverly Hills. This is Wilshire Boulevard and it crosses Rodeo Drive. So we'll start here. This is the Four Seasons Hotel, famed hotel here in Beverly Hills. Extremely nice. I have no idea how much it costs to get in, but it's probably a lot. This is Rodeo Drive all the way down. But I'm going to start actually in a place which is just off Rodeo Drive, and it's called Rodeo or Via Rodeo. So they give it a bit of a twist to the name. So let me get up these steps here to get there, and this is like an extra part of Rodeo Drive. Very luxurious, really nice. So we'll start with some pretty cool old cars over there. Breitling, and then there's various shops here ready to start with. So you start with Tiffany and Dolce Gabbana. There's a whole bunch of names which are extremely luxurious, but I don't know them very well. Like I can tell you, hey, this is an amazing place called Richard Mille, but who knows? There's Porsche Design here, Abel Richard, Valmont. It's going to take a little while to walk down. It's not a particularly long road, Rodeo Drive, but it's pretty full. It's pretty full. So, Stefano Ricci over here. All right. Peter Marco. If you know, you know. I don't necessarily know, but it looks good. Audemars Piguet. Persol. Well, most people know that most glasses in the world are Persol. They own Ray-Ban and a whole bunch of Italian brands as well. Kith. I know them so much. Breguet. I'm sure if they're here, there is a big deal with them. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll actually get back onto Rodeo Drive. That's what this is. So that was that little bit that I started at here, and over there you can see that's the Four Seasons again. So we've got Fendi and Louis Vuitton. Typical classics. We have Burberry across the road here. I will, it says it's a red hand, but I'm going to go anyway. You can actually notice there's a few things. I don't even know what these things are, so if I can find out, I'll tell you what they are on the description. Along this street, and this is throughout the street here, there is Richard Orlinsky, and he's got a bunch of different statues here, and mostly they're animals, panthers and gorillas and the such. So as we pass them, I'll stop by. So we have Harry Winston over here, Rolex, Dior, Loewe, Patek Philippe. I do know that brand. It's actually a step above Rolex in many circles. Bottega Veneta, IWC Schaffenhauser, Tod's, Prada, Valentino. And by the way, just kind of a side note, if you come a little bit later, like I have, it is extremely easy to park. There's not even a lot of people walking around, to be honest with you. Yves Saint Laurent over here, Givenchy over there, as mentioned, Prada, then Gucci. And I think across the road we're going to start seeing there's those statues again. They're all extremely colourful. The big gorilla one at the beginning of Rodeo Drive. So it's, as I mentioned, we started on Wilshire, which has the beginning of Rodeo Drive, and this will go all the way to Santa Monica Boulevard. All right, so after Gucci, we've got Ferragamo, Tom Ford, which is a real favorite of people I know very well. Okay. So we're going to pass Brighton Way in a second, and here's these these statues again. There's another blue panther over there. There's a big red gorilla over here. I'll try to get in front of it so you can have a look. Now, I don't know if these are limited time. I've been down this road quite a few times, and I don't always recall seeing them, so it could be something which happens from time to time. Maybe there are different exhibits and so on. They do look portable, so maybe that's the case. Tory Burch over here. We've got Bulgari, Goyard. So most of these are pretty well known. On this corner over here, we've got Chanel's. There's actually quite a bit of roadworks going on over here, so um, it can be a little bit stressful probably during the day, but for now, it's okay. So we have Cartier over there again, another one of these Richard Rolinski's. So what do they call this one? Thinker Kong. Interesting, definitely. Yeah, I guess I can touch it. Just feels like hard latex or some sort of plastic, fiberglass probably. All right, so let's keep going. And actually, this is about halfway through here. So if you've never been here or you wanted to come here, I'm giving you the tour. Definitely, it will be a much better experience during the day, but then it's going to be crazy to get around, and I wouldn't be able to do such an easy tour. So, MCM over there. All right. So Louis Vuitton. Almost everybody is going to know who they are. One of the biggest fashion and couture houses in the world. Brunello Cucinelli. I think it goes without saying that if you're on Rodeo Drive, you're a big name. So Panerai, Boucheron, Zegna, Max Mara. What do we got here? We got Giorgio Armani. Here's another one of these guys. What have we got here? It's called Boxing Kong. Very nice over there. That has got to be Donkey Kong over there. For those who remember that sort of thing. All right. We're getting towards the end of it. Somebody's G-Wagon is going off, unfortunately. All right. That's the rest of Giorgio Armani. Ralph Lauren, which I'm a big fan of, and I think I would like to go shopping in here to replace one of my jackets. All right. Looks like a nice place to be. Alexander McQueen, I do know them. Amiri, Piaget. What do we got here? Celine of Paris. That's pretty cool. And this probably ends it here. So we've got Saint Laurent, Rivet Droit, Christian Louboutin. And I'm actually going to do another video right after this one that will show you the other side of this. There's actually a lot of empty places. So this is Wild Calm, Beverly Hills, and this is one that actually has the moniker of Rodeo Drive. Now Rodeo Drive does continue going on here, but it does end over there at Santa Monica Boulevard. So there's really not much else going on over there. Yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. And you know what? I don't say it very often. If you made it this far, I see a lot of people do watch, but my sub count is very low, and I'd love to hear comments. Especially, I do travel a lot, and that's why I've got this channel. And if there's anything that you want me to show you, leave a comment. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll keep building this out. Thanks very much.